Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three River Books. So today, I went to my favorite place, Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble. So I made my book haul a little bit of a family road trip. What I had done, and I've done this before in the past, is I take my kids with me. And the idea is to get them to understand that maybe video games and stuff that they watch on TV, or maybe the Switch or all that other stuff that they do. There's also another world out there called books. It's actually called reading, and I know there's a lot of required reading in the education system today, but I also want them to find the genre of their choice so that they would read without being told to do so. And I have two boys. One is 8, one is 5, and again, the 5-year-old is still not at that point where he can read yet, but he understands words and letters and stuff like that, so he's getting there. My 8-year-old son is a reader. My wife is a reader. I'm a reader. We still haven't found his genre. We're still trying to figure that out. But he's still into children's books, obviously, because he's a child. I actually asked my children to do home chores, like, throw out the garbage, pick up your stuff, help mom with the laundry, and then for every chore that they do, I give them $1, $2, $3, and then once they have enough money, we can go to Barnes & Noble's. Now, I know Barnes & Noble, typically, the way they survive is they sell a lot of toys, and you'll see in some of the videos where they like to go get toys. And I told them, that's fine. You can get toys, but Dad will also get you a book, so depending on what you like. So we try it. I want to constantly bring them there to understand that that's where good books are. And it's not always about video games and toys, but obviously that's where you can, get the good stuff. I also take them out to breakfast because I think McDonald's is right next door. The store that I use is in Yonkers. Barnes & Noble's in Yonkers, Central Avenue. Pretty popular in the New York City area. I could go all the way down to Manhattan if I wanted to, but this one's the closest one to me, so I wind up going to Yonkers instead of to New York because it's just too busy down there and there's no parking. So what I was able to do, and of course this is a really, really nice bag, is that I platinum or gold member, whatever it is, and you get like 10% off if you're a Barnes & Noble member. And you get all these goodies and stuff once you purchase. Anytime I go in there, I always spend over $100. So what I try to do is I try to browse the books that are on the cheap bin, if you will. And a lot of times you'll find in the bins that are cheaper or that are, clearance sale, there's only ones in books 2 or book 3 or book 1 and 4. There's never really the first sequel of books. It's always the books at the end. And it becomes frustrating because you find a book and you're like, oh, this is good. And then if you want the trilogy, they don't have it in stock, and then you're going to have to buy it from another vendor, or you'll have to order it from them, and then when it comes in, they'll get it to you. But I browse all the bins, I find the stuff that I like, and then if I can't find it, I'll go to Amazon.com and order it because I'm not waiting. And a lot of times Amazon has it overnight shipping, which is really good for me. So on this book haul with my children running around being maniacs, I actually had to tell them to be quiet quite a few times. But, the people in Barnes & Noble, they're pretty decent people. I think they understand, if you're there on a Saturday or Sunday with Dad, they're going to be noisy. They're going to look for the toys. And, Dad, when's this? But I did manage to get them to the park afterwards. So food, books, toys, and the playground or the park. So that kind of worked out for us. But let me show you what I got, guys. All right, this is my Barnes & Noble bag. Again, this came free with my purchase. There was a bunch of different colors because I am a member. I don't know what they call it. They call it the Barnes & Noble Premium Organic In Convention Cotton Tote. 100% handcrafted, organic, hanging pocket, cellular pocket. I think this thing's like $25. It's not cheap. Yeah, it's $20. $20. All right, guaranteed. So, all right, not bad. It's really nice, to be honest with you. I just like the color. That's the only reason why I got it. But let's see what we got. So, first books I pulled out of the bin that I found, actually two in the series. This is book 2, book 3 of The Keepers. of David Da- Dalgish. Dalgish, I hope I said that correct. It is an Orbit's book collection. Book 2 is called The Raven Caller. All right, Raven Caller, The Magic Has Returned. So have the monsters, USA best-selling. And again, you can see on the cover that it is $9. All right, pretty cheap, right? It says the magical creatures that are attacking the capital city, seeking to retake what was once theirs, and no one is safe. Ancient cultists have cursed the high members of the church, turning them into twisted abominations. All right, so it's pretty good. It's fantasy. And then I got the Void Breaker, which is book 3, also $9 bin. All right, so not bad. The only one I don't have is the first one, which I had to order on Amazon. I think that's the Soul Keeper. And the Soul Keeper's on the back, if you can see that right there. That is the Soul Keeper. And the Soul Keeper is obviously the first book, so I'll get it when it gets here. No big deal. All right, so first 2 books, pretty good. Then I got this book, the Silo series. I didn't know this was such a big thing. So Silo series, again, 50% off, buy one, get one. And on this one, I figured, I read the back. I'm not so much as a sci-fi person, but I like the dystopia end of the world type series. I'm a big fan of that. Again, this is by Hugh Howley, New York Times best sellers list. And I got a pretty good price on that. His second book is The Shift, and the third book is The Dust. So this is a trilogy. And it is also on Apple Plus. So if you have Apple Plus, I believe they made a movie or a series out of this where they, I guess, are in a silo. I'm not sure. I'm going to find out. If you have any information on these books, let me know. But there is a box set that you can get with this book. So that's pretty cool. All right. So 50% off on that. I also looked at, when I had the 50% off buy, this was also 50% off. Now, again, like I said, I'm not much of a sci-fi person, but this one was Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson. Again, award-winning bestseller. Discover the novel that launched one of the science fi's most beloved and acclaimed and award trilogies. Kim Stanley Robinson, master of the near-future chronicle of the interplanetary colonization. For centuries, the barren, desolate landscape of the Red Planet has beckoned humankind. Now a group of 100 colonists begin the mission whose ultimate goal is to transform Mars into the most Earth-like planet. They will place giant satellite mirrors in Martian orbit to reflect light onto its surface. Black dust sprinkled on the polar caps will capture warmth and melt the ice. A massive tunnel drilled into the mantle will create stupendous vents for hot gases. But despite all these ambitious goals, there are some people who fight to the death to prevent Mars from being changed. All right, I don't know too much about this. If you read this book, let me know. But again, another trilogy. So and FYI, guys, if you are someone that is an indie publisher, use colors. This is probably the best choice of colors I have ever seen. So Red Book of Mars, you can't miss it. It's pops. Green Book of Mars and Blue Book of Mars. All right, super simple. It looks like a box of crayons. Probably someone's going to look at it and pick it up, and that's what I did. So I got 2 of these books. Buy one, get one for 50% off. That was nice. And Amazon was able to get me the trilogy overnight. See, this is what Barnes & Noble can't do. They can't do overnight shipping. So I went and purchased this book, and then I got these. Okay, so I got the whole entire trilogy. So I paid $16 for this and maybe $13 for that. But Amazon has just as good sales, if not better, than Barnes & Noble. So maybe Barnes & Noble should have more stuff in stock, or at least have it on their website where it's shipped overnight. I'm just saying, that's just me. But really, really nice colors. Take a look at that. It's going to look great on the bookshelf. I can't wait to dive into these. If you read anything from Kim Stanley Robinson, please let me know. So I just want to give you an idea of what my discount tally is. All right. Again, I am an affiliate. I am a member. So let's see. I'm not going to do the Pokemon and Minecraft. That's obviously my kids. But the Red Book of Mars, it was $18.99. Promo code 50% off. So that's nine. That was $9.50. All right. Then I got a member discount card, 10%. So this whole book cost me $8. This book right here cost me $8.54. That's pretty good. Marked down from $24.99. Pretty good. All right. The Silo Wool, $19, 10% off. So I did pay a little bit more than that, $17.99. Okay, no big deal. All right. Let's look at Ravencaller. All right, Ravencaller. All right, it was $16.99 originally, marked down to $7.99. It was $16.99 members card, 10%. So it was $8.10. So this thing cost me $8.10. Pretty good there. All right. Let's see, Pokemon. Oh, and Void Breaker. Void Breaker was originally $17.99. And then $8.99. I am a card member, so that's 10% off. So it wound up costing me also $8.10. So not bad at all. Plus, I got this 100% cotton tote for free. Pretty good. Every time you buy something, I think you get like a free donut or a cupcake or something like that. So that worked out pretty good. All right, guys. I hope you appreciated that video. Please let me know how you go shopping with your children, how you get them involved, or if you get them involved. I do see a lot of people online that don't have children, so it's probably a lot easier to get to the bookstore and to read books. But when you have young children like I do, it's almost near impossible. So when it's nice and quiet, I have to choose between reading and making videos for you guys. So how you show your support is very simple. Like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Check out my Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon member, it's only $1 a month. You get to watch videos like this before anybody else. Also, check out my other channels, 3 River Blades, 3 River Kydex, and 3 River Survival. Subscribe to all those, and we'll consider it good. All right, thank you very much, guys, and as always, keep reading.